Hey guys, time for a quickie review for The Office Season 1. I figured it was time I start doing a non-reality TV series, and even though I do have TV shows that I'm in the middle of or need to rewatch, usually both, I just didn't feel like doing it right this second. And The Office is actually one of them because I had seen half of the show before I started this particular channel, so yeah. And a quick disclaimer, I haven't seen the British version, and now I don't think I will because I think I'm just going to be constantly comparing it, so I'd rather just take this on its own right. So what did I think of it? I do find it to be a funny show and a nice group of characters that they have on here, but the problem is the fact that it's a mid-season replacement, so that really shuts down the amount of things that they have to work with here. Now, to be fair, if it's a mid-season replacement, odds are they didn't know that they were necessarily going to get the chance to pitch the show, even though they did have something to work off of. So I can't entirely blame them for that, but you get the air that just things were somewhat off in here, because even though I do find it funny, the tone of the season, I feel, leans a little bit more towards the negative side, especially Michael in here, because even though people find him to be kind of incompetent, generally people either feel sorry for him or enjoy the character despite his incompetentness. But here, he's not really that likable, so it's tough to watch. And then one of the big things that shows up later in the show, based on my memory. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen anything more than this season, although I personally doubt that. Jim and Pam's relationship. This season does allude to it a little bit, but mainly only in the last 2 episodes, where Pam gives Jim a couple of concerned looks when he's doing something. Yeah, so here it's just a lot more subtle and a little less out there. And in this particular case, I don't totally like it when it's subtle. Now, to be fair, okay, a little bit of this is due to the fact that I've been reading a lot of fan fiction where one character is in love or has feelings for another character, but they're keeping them to themselves. But of course, in book form, we can get into their minds. On a TV show, you obviously can't do that unless they're talking right at you. Yeah, so it's tough for that a bit. And then the amount of time that the other supporting characters get, well, again, because it's a mid-season replacement, we don't get too much of them, so it gets a little tough to enjoy them, even though while I'm currently going for season 2, I'm enjoying them good enough, because now it's a full season, even though they kept increasing the episode allotted to it as the show was airing, ironically, because I think they were originally going to have it be half the length it actually was, if I read it correctly, yeah. And I think that there's other things I could mention, but not about wraps it up. Oh, actually, there's one other thing I will mention. I do like how the deleted scenes that are on this thing frequently do add little bits to the story, but the problem is, I think frequently they show them a little bit out of order in what is actually going on in the episode, so that ruins their effect a little bit. Yeah. Now, it's not entirely bad, because as I said, I do have fond memories of laughing my face off, and I did laugh a little bit when I rewatched it, but not the greatest bit that this show has done. So let's hope watching the rest of Season 2 reminds me why everyone really enjoys this show. And no, I haven't seen the 40-year-old version, but now I think I should.